Hey guys, itaewon Sammy, King of Gangnam Sammy in the house. I am here live with my special VIP guest in the house. I have someone here. Wave your hand.
Hello.
Okay, this is my friend. She is one of my not oldest friends, but she's a friend of mine going on 4 or 5 years. Mrs. X. She doesn't want to be on the video, but she doesn't mind talking. And what we're going to talk about today is the work life in Korea. Now, let's turn down the music a little bit and get right into it. First of all, I want to thank all my subscribers, all my followers, everyone who's liking and commenting, all my new subscribers and new viewers. Thank you. As you've noticed, I've changed my thumbnails and the search engine optimization has been working a little bit. I got a online manager who's running my channel now, helping me get new viewers. So thank you everyone who's watching and subscribing and liking. Please subscribe because it just makes my channel get that much bigger and out there to more and more people. All right, thank you everyone. So let's get into it tonight. I am a foreigner. I work as a teacher. Most of you know that. And I am a Canadian citizen, but I don't have what's called an E2 visa, which is a teacher's visa. I have an F5 visa. I'm a permanent resident, so I can work any job in Korea doing anything. But I do teaching because it's fun, easy, and I'm good at it. No stress. We'll talk next week about why I found my job to be very easy. But my friend over here is what we call a kyopo, or she is Korean, but born outside of Korea. She's Korean American, and you've been in Korea for how long?
Like 5 years now.
A little bit louder. Nobody can hear you.
5 years left. 5 years.
5 years now. So I've known you for 4 years.
Yeah.
We worked together at a school, and she joined the school just as I was leaving, and I was like, wow, she's cute. She is. She's very cute. Of course, all my friends are, but she's super intelligent. And one of the things that she does is that she works 12 hours a day, I'm going to say. 10 hours a day.
Yeah, 12 hours a day. Maybe more.
Maybe more. I can never go out with her. Today's a lucky day because she had a class canceled. That's the only reason she's here. We meet up twice a month to hang out and chat and everything. But in the 4 years that I've known her, I hardly ever saw her, but more so in the last couple of years. But in the beginning, I barely saw her. Because always working more than me. Now, why is it that you work? Well, she works because she is driven and motivated to retire. She has a plan and a goal. But why are we working in Korea? Well, we've talked about this before, okay? I've talked about it before, how I make money in Korea. You know, and during COVID, I was talking about this. I was working online in the morning. I was working a school in the morning, another school in the afternoon, and then online in the evening. And then on weekends, I would do work. Blah, blah, blah. Everything I'm doing, right? So a kyopo or a Korean, it's difficult for them to get private academy jobs. Some you can in certain schools, depending, but it's a lot of work, right? And you don't do any of that. You work at a play school, and you do private one-on-one classes.
Yeah.
I've actually seen you do one of your classes. It was an online class, and I saw you teach that class. How did you get these classes? You told me about this before.
Well, usually it's word of mouth. Usually you start someone will like, well, as you leave Korea, like if people ask you what do you do, then like you say, oh, I'm an English teacher, and then like people who know you might have someone who wants to do a private class, and they'll like introduce you to their friend or their niece or their whatever.
My landlord, grandson, the two grandsons are not my students, but my company students. They send a teacher over to the house. Not here at the grandson's house. It's all through word of mouth. But you have developed a reputation and a name for yourself. You have people contacting you directly to be their teacher.
I think you just have to. Well, you start. When I first came to Korea, like I didn't have any private classes, right? And so maybe I'll do like one a week, maybe 2 a week. And then if you do a good job, Korean culture is very
Word of mouth and friend of a friend.
Yeah. So like if they like a teacher or someone, they usually tell it all about it to their friends. Even like one of my moms videotaped the class that I was teaching and like did like a group chat with all the moms in the neighborhood, and that really got me rolling.
Yeah.
And all I can say is that when you do teach, do it with all your heart and soul. When you do that, moms see it, they love it, and they will get your name out there. Like Koreans do their job.
Now this is in private classes, so this is like one-on-one at the house. So you go to the house.
Right.
They don't come to you, and this is not in a school or anything. I had the same experience at my school, the one I'm currently working at. Last year, when I renewed my contract, the principal asked me, do I want to teach the 5-year-olds? The 5-year-olds are the brand new students. I was teaching 6-year-olds who had already been there a year, a little older, and they understand the process of the school. And they all knew me, so I'm not scary. I mean, because I'm not white, I'm not female, I'm bald, I'm scary to new kids. But the principal said, can you teach the 5-year-olds? And I said, why would I teach? He says, because the parents love you. And I'm like, how do the parents of 5-year-olds love me when they don't even know me? I don't know their kids. And then I realized, I didn't click in. There's Naver Cafe. There's group chats, and these Naver is the Korean version of Google. And they have these group chats where parents will talk about a certain school. And I'm very popular at my school because the kids think I'm funny. I'm very, very popular. I'm going to talk about that in my next video about why I am successful in Korea as a teacher. But you do it a little bit different. You're teaching one-on-one, and that is really hard because the moms are watching you. Now, one of the positive things, and we were just talking about this earlier, is that you don't pay a recruiter a fee.
Yeah.
You don't pay a recruiter a fee. So let's say, for example, the job is 50, 60, 70,000 won. The recruiter takes his cut off the top. Because the parents will go to the recruiter will hire the teacher. Now, we both share a recruiter who pays pretty well considering the market. But if you go direct, you can make really good money. But we were just 5 minutes ago talking about this. What is the pitfall of not dealing with a recruiter?
If you don't see, my personality is a little bit, I don't like offending anyone, so I can't go up front and be like, give me my money, you know? And some people, like, they don't pay on time, and if you don't, like, stop that right away, then it can bring a giant snowball. And so right now, I have someone that owes me, like, $1,600, and I just, like, called her, like, a while ago, like, a few minutes ago, and she didn't pick up. And according to Korean law, like, I can get my money back if I do, like, a lawsuit and all. But, you know, that's, like, a lot of trouble, so...
and you don't want to cause problems because, you know, she may say something.
Right.
Now, you don't know what she says because those are private group chats. But if you ever found out, that's defamation as well, which you can sue in this country. I'll make a video about that again later.
One thing that I find negative about being a tutor in Korea is that your customers will always have the upper hand on things. No matter, even if you did something, like, even if they did something wrong, I feel like I'm always the one apologizing about it.
Yeah.
Because if they spread, like, a bad rumor about you, it can, like, ruin your whole business.
Yeah.
So that's why like you really need to have a very positive outlook on life when you want to do this job. Like I always just tell myself like just do my best and like be a good person, then good things will come back to you. So
Well,
that's how I'm trying to live.
Let's talk about that. You met me. That's a good thing. No, I'm just joking. But like I said, we have known each other coming up on 4 or 5 years. So you are now 26, 27?
I just turned 28.
28, American age.
Yeah.
American age, 28. So we've known each other since you were like 24. And good things come to those who work hard. You just bought your first house.
I didn't buy it, but I
Put down in Korea they have what's called the chonse. So you put down 50,
money.
50, 60, 70% and you live rent free. But you get that money back after 2 years. What the idea is that the landlord will use that money as an investment and earn profit from that investment. Okay? So when interest rates were very high in Korea, that was a very popular thing. So that has continued on today. Most landlords don't want the chonse anymore. They want like a small deposit. So for this place, I paid, $10,000 and I pay a small rent. They want that small rent. You pay more, your rent goes down. But a couple landlords I talked to when I was shopping for this place, and they said they want that monthly income, right? So, she's living rent-free at her place in Gangnam. We both live in Gangnam. You live like steps from Gangnam Station.
I literally live 5 minutes from Gangnam.
Not even 5 minutes. I know exactly where you live.
The hottest area in Korea right now.
Right.
And I live it rent free.
Yeah.
But for me to get there, I had to work literally 14 hours every single day for 3-4 years. Like, I didn't get here easy.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking, okay, can I say the amount? Approximately $250,000 US. Okay? That is a lot of money for someone so young. Okay? And, I've talked about this before in other videos. Don't go out buying the Gucci bags and the Fendi shoes and the blah, blah, blah. All right? It's just a waste. Invest it in yourself. And this is one of the reasons why she is such a close and good friend. Why I respect her so much is because she's got it up here. I've asked her so many times, just cancel your class, let's go out and have some fun. No.
Yeah.
How many times have I asked you?
I think I've been the worst friend to him because I've rejected his invitation too many times because I just had so many classes to teach. But I realized in my life that if you keep making excuses for yourself, you can never reach your goal. And the reason why I feel like I've reached my goal of getting a rent-free home right now at 28 is because I always pushed myself. I always just like drove myself to reach my goal. Like literally like every single day I thought about my goal to reach it. And my plan is to make $500,000 by 30. So let's see what happens with that.
And on her own, not marrying into it, not doing it, just on her own. And it's like so, I mean, I can't get inspired by something like that, but I can respect something like that. I'm already on my path to my goal, but for someone so young and so impressionable and so, I don't want to say the word naive, but I mean, at that age, you haven't really experienced a lot. Not compared to someone my age. Okay, I'm twice her age. Well, almost. Yeah, I am. I'm more than twice.
How old are you?
50. I'll be 53.
No, you're
Just
not twice.
Not quite twice her age. Not quite,
3
but
years
close. But just to think about it is that when I was your age, you weren't even barely born, probably. All right. So to think about someone this young, when I met her, she was only 24, and when we first met and we first started hanging out, I could see that drive in her, and again, why I respect her. So the crux of this video is not about what she did, it's about that anyone can come to Korea and work and be successful with the right visa, okay? Not anyone. Okay, if you can't speak English, you can't be a teacher here. But everyone recently, I've been seeing online, a lot of people have been putting down E2 visas as not being smart enough to be here, not being able to navigate the labor market or the healthcare and all the taxes and everything that you have to take care of. I mean, I belong to a Facebook group where constantly the problems people are having dealing with businesses, right? The schools. When we talk about schools here, you have to remember there's two types of business schools here: the public schools and the private schools. We're only dealing with private schools, which are businesses, right? So my friend here has taken it upon herself to create the need, and she has been successful doing it. I don't go down that road. I don't want to deal with it. So I don't mind paying someone to manage all of that for me. I don't have to worry about it. I don't mind that. I don't want to do the marketing. I don't want to do that. I'm the kind of person who doesn't mind paying for service. But if you take her route and you focus and you set a goal, write it down on a piece of paper, set a date and a target, and work backwards. What do I have to do to get to that target? Which is what I did on an Excel spreadsheet. I worked out the target and figured out how much money I had to make every year to get to that target. Now, one thing I do tell her is she's got to enjoy life, because tomorrow it could all end and all that money isn't going to help you. What I mean is, you could die and you haven't experienced life. Because I haven't talked about this yet. I don't think I did. But I did have a friend pass away a week and a half ago. I've known her for 10 years. I've been to her home. She's been to my home. Dinners. Good friend. I know her family, her sister, and her nieces. And the reason she passed away was cancer. And she didn't get screened. She didn't take the free testing that is available in Korea because she did, I'm young, I'm healthy. Only 40 years old. And I've known this woman for 10 years. We've been friends. We have the same circle of friends. From diagnosis to passing was less than 3 months. So we could all go like that, you know? So I'm telling her, take a break, take a vacation. Take one day off for yourself. You don't have to work that hard, okay? Don't work that hard, please. But she did take the time today. Normally, I don't see her till like 10 o'clock at night, but it was 8 o'clock. Came over, we had a delicious dinner we ordered in because that's just what we like to do. We just like to hang out and talk. I wanted to go out. It is Saturday night.
I was too lazy. My fault. My fault.
I got all ready, and I wanted to go out in Gangnam.
I promise.
I haven't been out in Gangnam since I moved.
I promise we'll go out.
And since COVID regulations were lifted this week, this is the first Saturday. I told you not to make me a promise. I don't want you promising. All right, you saw that. All my YouTube subscribers, you saw her just make that promise. itaewon Sammy, King of Gangnam Sammy, with my special super VIP guest. Love ya, princess. She is such a great person and an inspiration. Everyone out there, if you really want to work hard, just do it. Don't get anything distracting you. And you are single. So if there's any cute boys out there,
yes, I'm single.
she is very attractive. If anyone has seen my videos of my club life, you know the type of women I hang out with. The women I like. This one, top 5. Top 5. She's Asian, she's Korean, but Korean American. Young and rich. But she's all mine. You gotta go through me first. I'm taking resumes. All right, everyone? Please stay safe. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Get vaccinated. Be safe. Be well. itaewon Sammy, King of Gangnam, Sammy. I'm out.